Quantum here. So on August 30th, I had started to execute an idea to modulate the upper part of the white aura color frequency, because it is associated with the crown, which I found out was associated with Christ, or the anointed energy. And so here it is. And so I decided to modulate it up and down. And this is all the stuff that I got. And the way that I learned how to modulate stuff is my dad told me to modulate down, you gotta divide a frequency evenly. So I divided it by 2, made it go down this way, and to modulate it up, you multiply the frequency evenly. So I did it by 2 all the way up. Just kept on going up, filled the entire electromagnetic spectrum, figured out where things landed on the interdimensional frequency map, and this is all the results I got. So yeah, and so the day that that day, August 30th, 2011, maybe a few hours later after I started work on this really good, pretty much finished modulating all the frequencies with the math, I went into the backyard randomly, see what was going on back there and stuff, and something caught my eye, and I looked up in the sky and I saw a UFO going from west to east, and it was white, with a kind of slight golden like radiance around it, and yeah, and I was in awe watching this thing until it disappeared, keeping my eye on it, and I was like, whoa, cool, because there was no blinking lights on it or anything. It was just a solid bright light up there, either in the upper atmosphere or just outside of it or something, and it just kind of faded out at some point, and before it even got close to the horizon or anything, it just faded out. And then later on, I just saw some UFO patrol jets out there, kind of scanning along its trail, going in both directions along its trail, and it's like they were trying to find the trail and analyze it or something with their spectrum analysis stuff. Anyways, I think that the modulation of this frequency up and down triggered that UFO sighting. I was like, whoa. So anyways, yeah, so let's start at the bottom. So at the bottom, so when it got to the bottom with 0 point frequency of the chakra level, it's it's the third eye center, and it's an upper frequency of it, because it's a 0.7, a 0.79, it's 0.766, and then it goes a bunch of numbers after that too. But it's still there. It's still in between. And I was like, whoa, third eye. And then, so it actually covers all of the different brainwave types. And I was thinking, maybe I should modulate the frequencies of of each aura color and see if each of them fills each kind of brainwave type. And I was like, yeah, that'd be really cool. And this one, at least, it proves that it's related to consciousness, because it can modulate into brainwave levels, into each kind of brainwave level. And there's even like an active lambda third eye brainwave there too. And I thought that was really cool. And so it goes up through audio and AM radio and the radio frequency cavity, FM radio, microwaves, nuclear spin, torsion field frequencies, electron spin, radar, terahertz, infrared, and cells. I thought that was really interesting because of how infrared terahertz frequencies could also affect DNA. And visible outer electrons. And so just below this white crown aura frequency that is in dimension 7, and I was also inside of dimension 0 domain. When it modulates down, it starts. It actually goes at the black aura frequency range and the red aura frequency range. Probably the better attributes of those two. That, and you could see those, those paintings of like Jesus, and he has like a couple of different rays coming from his finger. You got white and red. Well, there it is right there. The white modulates down into the red in order to have more influence with a bigger wavelength and stuff. So those two, the white and the red, they cover two polar ends of the spectrum. And so it goes up into X-rays and water molecules, inner electrons, and dimension 5 domain range. Yeah, and it's said that that there's people, who've recognized Jesus' light body that he had down here. He got up to 5th dimension. He stayed up there too, and of course, because it's the dimension of spiritual mastery. And then it goes up to dimension 10 domain range, and that's the Elohim level. That's the God level, like the lowercase God level. And then but it goes up further though. Radioactive, gamma rays, and then it goes into the dimension 12 domain, macro range 4, macro range 5 with nuclear, and then macro range 6, macro range 7, and there's that 144 thing right there, which is interesting, isn't it? Macro range 8, macro range 9, and macro range 10, macro range 11, and macro range 12. And so yeah, a lot of frequency hits up in the 12th dimension there. And yeah, it's pretty up there, pretty resonance matching with some high levels and stuff. So yeah, these are the Christ frequencies, the anointed frequencies of the crown. And thank you to big shout out to James, aka Shanti Bat Seer 2, or Shakti Pat Seer 2, however you want to pronounce it, because he's the one who brought to my awareness that KTR, or Kether, is the Tree of Life sphere of Christ, or Krishna, or Buddha, however you want to say, anointed one. And that was really interesting. And he even, yeah, I was like, wow, wait a minute, I could get more out of this. And I did. And so thanks to Shanti Bat Seer 2, I led into the inspiration to modulate this one particular frequency to fill the whole, to just span the entire electromagnetic spectrum along the same amounts of levels as my interdimensional frequency map. And yeah, so thanks a lot, because you're a wise spiritual YouTuber, and you just unlocked yet another thing to do for a video, and just like unlock this power. Like, wow, I was hearing some weird stuff, some bad spirits trying to mess with me and stuff with what I was hearing. And for a while, when I was really getting into this with modulating all these frequencies, I stopped hearing them, and I was like, whoa, kind of drove them out, because I figured found a way to concentrate the spirit science on the Christ energy, and it's awesome. And it's like, and I could do stuff with all these brainwaves right here. See this big list, this little list right here of all the different brainwaves that it covered. I could just go from here on up to the top, and make a meditation video, a Christ frequency meditation video. That'd be pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I know I told you I was going to do some more numerology readings on brain chemicals. That's coming. I'll get to that. I just had this new thing that just just this idea to do this, and I was like, oh, I gotta make a video. Yeah, and that UFO, it triggered that UFO. That was awesome. I was in awe. I was like, wow. That was really cool. It was going the same direction as a lot of other sightings that I've seen too. What's next, you know? Like, more stuff that I just can extrapolate more ideas what to do for more videos, and it's just like never ending. I mean it's just never ending, not never ending. It's never ending. There's more and more ideas coming, and I still got more music to do too, and just so much work to do, and time's running out, kind of. Well, yeah. You thought that was. I hope you thought this was really cool. I certainly did. You know, just the way the results turned out and stuff, without even thinking about how the results turn out. Just doing the math, you know. Division and multiplication with 2, and just going all the way through, following through whole electromagnetic spectrum with this, and it turned out really cool. Alright, so everyone have a good adaptive time and get through this galactic night till we get back into the Milky Way arm and stuff, which will be late October, like 23rd about. Alright, well, more to come. Alright. Later, people.